All right, we got these two players ready to go. Welcome back, everybody, to yet another tournament match. This is the other side of top four. We've already seen Fire versus the Swarm, and now we're seeing Scrimps versus Dinner Dog, with the first race here going to be Lycanthrope. The last match of the top four was absolutely insane. I was screaming the whole time. If you haven't watched it, Dragon Blitz Daily, go watch it once it's live. If you're watching this on YouTube on Dragon Blitz Daily, that means the other match is already up. So first of all, subscribe so you can watch all the tournament matches as they come out. Second off, if you want to watch them live, you can go to twitch.tv/DragonBlitz, follow the channel, and if you want to help support the tournament, you can maybe subscribe at tier 3, perhaps. We're trying to get Partner Plus. And if we get enough tier 3 subscribers, it'll make it a lot easier to get to Partner Plus, where Twitch will essentially just pay me more money for doing the same thing I'm already doing. It would help me out a lot. That'd be great. But any support is appreciated regardless. And as of right now, Dinner Dog with a very small lead going into the actual match itself. I'm excited to see how both of these players react to the starting race being Lycanthrope. Speaking of tier 3 subs, Swarm with the tier 3. First of all, congrats on your race win. Second off, thank you for the tier 3. That's going to help us along. We're getting up there. We're almost, we're well over halfway there. So there's a non-zero chance that we make it this month, which would be huge for your boy. Because it's got to be 3 months in a row, and that would be amazing. But the tier 3s, they help a lot. They count as 6 subs. One tier 3 is the same as 6 people subscribing. It's crazy. It's awesome. We got Death Skip coming out for Dinner Dog. Scrimp's going for, the standard Death Skip here. This one's a little tricky. You got to make sure you have enough speed and jump a little bit late. Has enough speed and makes it through. Frankfurter on Dinner Dog's screen and the Iron Ball. You either love to see it or you hate to see it. There's no in between. Meanwhile... Oh yeah, Dinner Dog's listening to his own music. I should have told him. It's fine. He's chilling. He's having a great time. Let's listen to Scrimp's perspective in the meantime then. Unless they both have their mics on. Then in that case, we'll just listen to music and it'll be great. Ooh, I love to see it. We're seeing the gravity boots as the first relic, and both players are opting to backtrack to castle entrance. I think this is pretty much the best time to do it, because you have the wolf movement. You can go back to castle entrance very quickly. And as we've discovered throughout the tournament, it seems like the most efficient time to check this is right away, or to check it from Alchemy Lab and then coming back. They do have to reset the area because of the fact that if they don't, Death will still be there and will potentially take away their gear. So they do have to be careful. They do get the magic missile there. And Dinner Dog, ooh, this is interesting. Does he have a setup for this? He does. Wow, that was a really clean movement from Dinner Dog there, to be able to maneuver through that tiny little gap here. Let's see how Scrimps does it. Probably just going to go to the other side. Yeah, a little bit slower. Doesn't have the same amount of MP. I wonder if he didn't get the cross at the start, maybe? Very interesting. But yeah, Dinner Dog ahead by at least like, looks like 10, 15 seconds. But Scrimps gets a Chakram drop. This is why I like Lycanthrope, or love Lycanthrope, really. It gives you so many movement option potential so early. It gives you a chance to like really express yourself. And if you're really solid with your movement, you can really stand out in a lot of ways. This is, yeah, that check that Scrimps just did, Dinner Dog did not do. And Dinner Dog's not even doing the IQ check. Instead, just zooming through with the gravity boots, skipping major parts of the Alchemy Lab here. Ooh, really bad Spittlebone pattern, though, from Dinner Dog, as he stays in the lead. Scrimps, again, not so far behind that it's impossible, but definitely a pretty solid early game lead, and it's going to come down to who has the better movement here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and... I'm hearing mouth noises. We're just going back to the soundtrack. It's fine. I'll ask them to mute up for race number 2 if they would like to, so we can get some game sounds going. But it's all good. We got the Symphony of the Night soundtrack going in the background. As much as I would love some mouth noise ASMR, we got Jewel of Open over behind Slogger and Gaibon. That's pretty big. So now the question is, Do you use your out of logic flight to skip caverns? This is what Swarm did. This is actually very similar to the race that Swarm did, the first Lycanthrope race that Swarm and Fire did. Swarm opted to skip going to the caverns because it's most likely that the next progression item in caverns is flight, or it's something that leads to flight. But because you have the gravity boots and the ability to fly out of logic by transforming into wolf, then untransforming to do multiple gravity jump chains, it's probably worth not going down to the caverns right away. Yeah, there's a big sentiment in chat where something will come up, and they're saying that Dinner Dog has a video on this exact scenario. Shout outs to Dinner Dog, ! Dinner Dog in the chat. We'll send you to his playlist of randomizer tutorials. He has a great ability to teach in general, and he teaches a lot of cool stuff. Scrimps, what are you doing? I'm sorry, but Jewel of Hope, Spirit Orb, there's a relic down there, Scrimps. I've heard people talk about Spirit Orb skip as like a potential for layer 0 skip, save time, go fast. It's only one check that you're skipping or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And there's still... oh, my... ooh. This is a bad time to skip Spirit Orb. This is looking like a Dinner Dog W. Is the gamble still happening? Thank God the gamble is closed already, because this is definitely a rip moment. Granted, Scrimp still has a chance to come back and check that location later. There's always the chance if he goes back to Holy Glass's location, he can do it through the Forbidden Route. Yeah, what Swarm said, that you're delaying it to do it with Forbidden Route, which isn't necessarily awful, but it's scary, genuinely pretty scary. And Scrimps is also going down to the caverns. Okay, say what you will about skipping Spirit Orb. If Scrimps has a plan to come back to Spirit Orb later, that's fine. However, going down to caverns right away feels a little... in my opinion, I don't like this. I like the idea of telling yourself that I have out of logic flight because I have gravity boots. What am I going to find in the caverns? Most likely, like 80% of seeds, the next thing, if you are to find something in the caverns, is going to be Leapstone. At best, it's Bat, I guess, as your next chain, and that's your form of flight. But you have a more efficient route, which is what Dinner Dog is doing. Unless, you get a library card. If you just find a library card, then I guess it, could even out. Maybe. I don't know. That's pretty big. But as we saw before, using your library card early could end up being a death sentence, depending on the type of seed. Because if you need to come back to the first castle at any point, the best thing you can do is have a library card. Library cards can save you like 5 minutes going between castles, depending on the routes. So you definitely... I'm starting to believe that saving your library card specifically for going from second castle back to first castle is always worth it. I'm sorry, Shadow Clone Jutsu on the floor? I've never seen that before. She's always in the air when she does that. What did Scrimps do to Succubus? What? What's happened? How did she get so low? What the... They're both fighting different bosses here. Yeah, definitely want to use Tetra Spirit as much as possible. Especially early game, Tetra Spirit is a lot of damage. Both of these players, they start with a lot of intelligence and boosting items. They have a It's fucking Bat. Wow. Okay, never mind. Okay. Everything that I said is fucking wrong in this seed, apparently. I was going to say, most of the time you find Leapstone as your form of flight. Just kidding. It's Bat. Well, actually, wait, this is out of logic. So Bat isn't your in-logic flight. It's still probably Leapstone. It's just that he randomly stumbles upon Bat in a random location. Yes, a Lycan did throw up this seed. God damn it. That joke never gets old. And Dinner Dog finds nothing.
Tribute.
Wow.
You steal men's souls and make them your
Moradin,
slaves.
thank you for the 20 months. That's a lot of support. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Getting us closer to that Partner Plus with that Tier 1. Heck yeah. Swarm is swearing on God, on his mama, on everything. That this is a legitimate strat where you choose to do Forbidden Route later to check Spirit Orb that way. It's a really interesting idea, especially, I guess it makes sense if you already found Gravity Boots on Layer 0. Ooh, Silver Ring. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, the win condition right now for Dinner Dog is hoping that Scrimps forgets, because I feel like Scrimps' route is looking kind of nice right now. Especially if he finds another library card, it's looking spicy. Scrimps is going to do it. That's why he didn't get the All-Rock Warp. Interesting. You guys have really been cooking in the Discord recently, I guess, because this is a brand new route idea as far as I'm concerned. I never once have seen someone do this in a tournament, and I know you guys have kind of talked about it a little bit, but for Scrimps to pull it out in a tournament scenario goes to show that he's willing to pull out all the stops to win this race. And honestly, it's kind of working. Yeah, because, I mean, he didn't get the All-Rocks Warp, and he's going to need to go to All-Rocks at some point anyways. So if he plans on going through Forbidden Route to do it, and he has a check to do along the way, that's not a bad idea. I actually like this route a lot now that I'm thinking about it and seeing it happen in real time. The only thing I don't like about it is the fact that he's in the caverns right now, because I genuinely think going out of your... Because, yeah, it looks like Leapstone is going to be at Grand Falloon. But... that's the thing is, okay, Leapstone's at Grand Falloon, but Scrimps can still do Blind Bat to check Spike Breaker as well while he's down here. So, oh yeah, Scrimps also did skip Merman. Good call. Yeah, so it could be that Merman has Leapstone as well, which actually is not that bad, because if he doesn't find Leapstone at Grand Falloon, then he could basically be like, okay, Merman has to have Leapstone then, so we're good. And he's getting a lot of money too before going to the library. He just found an opal and a turquoise, I think. That's pretty decent. Scrimps kind of cooking right now, everybody. We'll have to wait and see if he cooks too hard. Mojo Mail's worth picking up, yeah, actually. Mojo Mail's insane. It like I don't know the exact multiplier, but it increases your spell damage by a lot. And early game spell damage is really, really good. Like, he should put it on right now. Okay, he picked up the Mojo Mail and he's using spells, but he didn't put it on. It's all good. Damn, the lag machine going crazy right now. Yeah, Dinner Dog is getting a lot of empty checks, but he still has the ring that's flight locked. So it's very possible that that will come into play soon. Yeah, a lot of nothing checks. Lag is weakness leaving the body. True. Very interesting. Let's see what Scrimps finds here. Nothing. Okay, so that means Leapstone is at Merman. Did Zero Dog not do Ghost Card? Or did he do Ghost Card when he first got there? Huh? He did? Okay, good. And it just was nothing. Got it. Wow, really a lot of nothing checks. There was nothing in Castle Keep at all. Jeez. This is crazy because I really genuinely believed in Dinner Dog's route. I felt like it was... This is a very similar route to what Storm did in his race, and it worked out really well. But I guess that's Randomizer for you. Wait, whoa. That could be Alucard Shield. Hold on, Scrimps, go back. Alucard Shield, my bad. My bad, I'm sorry. My bad. What's up, kid? What's the estimate time? Like for how long this run's gonna take? What is Scrimps doing? What is this setup? He's gonna die. He's gotta be careful. Transform into bat. Or just spam the spell. That works too. That's fine. Echo is in logic after flight. Dinner Dog just found Echo. Okay, so this could actually be like glasses. It could be mist. It could be Merman statue, which would be crazy. So this is in logic. Both a jewel sword and a monster vial. Ooh, dinner dog. It's nothing. What the? Where's all the relics? Huh? Wait. Gold ring has to be in the library then, yes? And dinner dog is gonna probably skip library if I had to guess. Because dinner dog loves to skip the library. Scrimps does use the library card. That might come back and bite him in the ass later. We don't know yet. Power of Mist. What the heck? Looks like no library cards in the shop. Medusa Shield. Iron Shield. Will somebody, for the love of God, get the Iron Shield? For once, please, get the Iron Shield. It's so good. Please tell me you're going to get the Iron Shield, right, Scrimps? High potions. Who got this potion high? He doesn't have enough money for the Iron Shield anymore. He didn't get the Iron Shield. Why does everyone hate me? And now Arturo's throwing up in the... God damn it. Scrimps' play was so disgusting, my cat just threw up. God damn it. Hope the kitty's okay. It's fine. Cats throw up. It's pretty normal. So yeah, it looks like Dinner Dog's going to be doing the entirety of the caverns. I mean, he's going to find Bat at the very least. But it's like, this is Lycanthrope. Bat's not even that great. Merman has to be Leapstone. Maulblung sword drop. Well, that would have went crazy with the Iron Shield. I can't take this anymore, man. Why does everyone hate me, man? I guess Mist could also be intended flight. That is correct. Yeah. With you do bring up a good point. With Power of Mist being available on layer 0 inside the shop, that does mean that Mist is another valid form of flight. It can't be Bat, so it's either Leapstone or it's Mist. Which would be interesting, because I think that would mean that Soul of Bat would then become the same layer as all of the flight locations. Which means that the other ring, the gold ring, could also be at Soul of Bat. Because it would be the same complexity layer as the silver ring. That's worst case scenario. Yeah. Dinner Dog gets the library card on the way out. But yeah, this seed, it looks like if Mist is their intended form of flight, that could cause problems down the line for skipping that flight layer, which is what I said at the beginning. I said skipping the flight layer initially is, in my mind, a good idea, but with Bats, do you opt to go to Merman? Dinner Dog skips it as well. We'll never know. We'll never know what's there. Because they're both skipping it. That's interesting and also very terrifying. Wait. Scrimps went to the library and never found Gold Ring. So Soul of Bat is the... Wait. Merman statue has to have Mist, then. Because they've done all the other checks. Mist has to be at Merman. Oh my god. And Soul of Bat has to either be glasses, Merman statue, or the ring. Wow. Wait, Scrimps has an Iron Shield? Let's fucking go! I'll have my cat eat his puke back up. He'll unpuke it. He'll unpuke for that play. Yeah, Dinner Dog has checked Coliseum and Aurochs already. Dinner Dog is getting this warp now, which means he's probably eyeing on using his library card while he's down here. And he plans on using this to go to Merman statue later, is my guess. Because why else would he grab that warp now? This really is going to come down to who does Merman statue first. That's fucking insane. Wow. I wonder if Scrimps will... No, he probably won't. I don't see him going back there until he finishes All Rocks. So he's probably going to go to Castle Entrance right now. He's probably going to do the Forbidden Route. And then he's going to go do All Rocks. And then he's going to be like, what the heck? Where's the thing? Yeah, Scrimps... Oh, perfect blind bat, by the way, from Dinner Dog. Congratulations. Let's go. Wow. Dinner Dog finds nothing. I wonder if he's aware. Oh, he hasn't been to library, so he doesn't know. Oh, he didn't do Scylla? Dinner Dog forgot to do Scylla. It just showed up on his map. Oh. He didn't sing the song. You guys have a song to not forget Scylla? Also, Scrimps is doing Forbidden Route right now. Y'all have been cooking in the Discord some insane shit. He has a song? He forgot his own song? Damn. I've not been keeping track. I've been so busy. Well, I'm glad you guys know that Dinner Dog has a song for this and that he forgot his own song. All right, well, Scrimps finds the relic that he skipped earlier. So this route is interesting. I like the delayed Forbidden Route idea. It's not bad. Well, now this is a very weird scenario. It's going to come down to whose routes will actually allow them to go back for Merman as quickly. Dinner Dog might do it because he forgot Scylla, actually. Now, will Dinner Dog put on the Mojo Mail? They both went out of their way to grab the Mojo Mail. Will Dinner Dog put it on now? Perhaps? He puts it on! Let's fucking go! Yeah! It's impossible to say who's ahead because it's legitimately going to come down to who decides to check Merman. Dude, Mojo Mail fucking melted him! 2 Tetra Spirits and a Soul Steal is all it took to destroy Grand Falloon. That's crazy. Mojo Mail increases the damage of your spells. So it's always, especially early game like this, it's worth it, for sure. Yeah, Scrimps was really struggling with that fight. I mean, I think it's worth picking up the Cube of Zoe for sure. Oh, Dinner Dog's gonna library card. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Because he didn't find anything down here. So, in his mind, it could either be Scylla or it can be Merman. So, he sees the power of Mist. Rune Sword for 2K. That's actually kind of... Dinner Dog, you did not just buy fucking Medusa Shield and not the Iron Shield. No fucking way you did that shit. Why does everyone hate me? Why? I don't get it. The Medusa Shield is good for like 3 bosses in the game. The Iron Shield beats every boss in the game in like 2 casts minimum. Well, thank you, Miserable Pile of Secrets. I appreciate it. The Iron Shield is like 3 tiers above Medusa Shield. The Medusa Shield has its use cases where it's very useful, but it's not nearly as ubiquitous as Iron Shield. Iron Shield is good versus so many more bosses. Wait, is Dinner Dog? Yeah, Dinner Dog's down to the last 2 checks. So I think Dinner Dog's actually ahead here because he realizes that he's missing 2 checks that are both in the caverns. Scrimps has 2 checks left before going back to the caverns. So I think Dinner Dog is now ahead, right? Yeah, Dinner Dog's checks ended up being more efficient. That's why clockwise route is so good. Clockwise is very efficient. Plus, his movement's been very, very clean, and his boss fights have been very clean. So he might have also just outmaneuvered Scrimps in some regard. So, yeah, Dinner Dog is definitely ahead now. But Scrimps does have Iron Shield, true. Damn, Dinner Dog just kicked that guy in the face. Random Alucard drop. Wait, for who? I missed that. Dinner Dog got a random Alucard mail? Oh, who cares? Guys, calm down. Alucard mail? Armor doesn't mean anything in this game. Unless the armor you're getting boosts your stats, it doesn't matter. Like, boost your attacking stats. If either of these players go out of their way to put on the Alucard mail, I will make fun of them. Mojo mail is way better. Because it at least increases your offense. That's what really matters. It's about going fast here. And if you're already taking damage, then you're losing time. Scrimps feeling bad about his decision right now to skip Merman. They both did it, though. So now here's the thing. Because they both skipped Merman, I wonder if they both feel like they're behind, right? Which is funny because neither of them are necessarily more behind than the other that much as far as number of checks skipped and whatnot. Dinner Dog is obviously ahead because he's closer to Merman by like a minute or so. But 100% they're both like, oh, fuck, I fucked up. But they don't know that the other person also fucked up in a similar way. Which is why Randomizer is so fun. I doubt they'll both do left side. I don't think either of them are necessarily left side gamers, but it'd be interesting to see. Yo, what's up, Jester? Welcome. It was missed. Wow. And the best part is that unlocks one location. Guess where it is? All the way in the library. Dinner Dog's movement's good, but his MP's low. So, does he have the shortcut? I don't think Dinner Dog has the shortcut, right? Did he press the switch? He has the warp in entrance? When did he come back to entrance? He has the warp to outer wall? How is he going to get to that warp? There's a switch blocking the path. Yeah, he doesn't have the switch open. So he has to go all the way around. Where is he going? At least do Forbidden Route if you're going to go this way. Unless he plans on going through Chapel? He's going to go to Silver Ring first? That's fucking crazy. Whoa. Because Scrimps has the shortcut to go to the warp in Castle Entrance. Yeah, he's doing it. Wow. I think Dinner Dog is just kind of gambling here. Because that's the thing, is like, okay, he goes to Silver Ring. What is he going to find? Best case scenario is he finds Gold Ring? Or Merman statue, so he can stay in the first castle and do more checks? It's probably not going to be glasses. Wait, it could be glasses. Because what if Soul of Bat is just Spike Breaker? Dinner Dog is fucking cooking right now. Because there's a world where Spike Breaker is at Soul of Bat, and then Silver Ring was the actual next progression. Yeah, Scrimps is looking at the map thinking, what the fuck did I get myself into? He's going to warp to Outer Wall and do the library check first. Dinner Dog possibly could be doing a massive skip here if he finds like Holy Glasses here. Then if he finds Holy Glasses here, he 100% knows that he has to, or he can skip the Soul of Bat check. So let's see what it is. Okay, that feels like a final Vlad to me. It doesn't necessarily have to be, as we've seen in previous races, but now we're looking at the soul of that is required. So now Scrimps is ahead. Dinner Dog was ahead until he didn't have that warp. But he's not that far from a warp. He's probably about like a minute away. So... And Scrimps will have to do that check at some point anyways, because it is a Vlad relic. So is Dinner Dog really that far behind? Probably not. Very interesting. Damn, look at that Iron Shield. Wow, it killed that guy so fast. So much faster than Medusa Shield ever would. It's almost... Scrimps is going to win because he has the fucking Iron Shield and Dinner Dog doesn't. It's literally going to come down to damage from Iron Shield, unironically. I'm not... No meme, no cap. It's going to come down to Iron Shield. Because every fight Dinner Dog's going to do in the second castle is going to be so much slower than Scrimps. Yeah, Scrimps is honestly kind of in a very fantastic spot to take this. And Scrimps has a really good route here because he found a ring. He's going to find probably... It's either going to be Ooh, actually, hold on. Because he's either going to find Merman statue into glasses or it's just glasses outright. Another Maulblung. Fantastic. If Merman is found at... Oh. Scrimps is going to do Silver Ring first and then do the Holy Glasses check. Interesting. Did he open up that shortcut, though, between the two? Oh, no, he made a mistake? Or he's warping this way to get to glasses. Okay, that's fine, too. That's fine as well. It's not necessarily that bad. So now it comes down to who goes to Holy Glasses first? No, because Dinner Dog still has the extra relic. So this is still close. Is Merman 100% necessary? Not necessarily. Merman is a relic that leads to another relic. And in Lycanthrope, that means it is more likely to have an important relic locked behind it than not. Long story short, there's a thing called the complexity system, which essentially dictates how many relics you're supposed to find in a given seed. The complexity number for Lycanthrope is 8, so you have to find like 8 layers of progression relics before the seed is considered to be over. Is someone keeping track of complexity? We can count it out right now. We had Gravity Boots as the first relic. Then it was Jewel of Open. Then it was Mist plus Power of Mist for flight. And then it was both rings on layer 4. And Scrimps is now going to layer 5 for whatever's at glasses. Right? Which is Holy Glasses. Which means Merman is in the second castle. Wait. We're missing something. Oh, yeah. Which means Merman is in the second castle, which leads to Spikebreaker, which leads to the final Vlad at Silver Ring. There we go. Yeah. So that means they don't have to come back to the first castle at all. Merman is just bait. And Scrimps is going to Silver Ring right now. Yeah, they should not get baited by Merman statue unless they are just not paying attention. which both of these players are very adept at reading complexity and understanding the ins and outs of this. This is actually going to be really close. Because Dinner Dog is getting the glasses right now, and Scrimps is on his way to grab Silver Ring. By the time Scrimps grabs Silver Ring, I'm pretty sure Dinner Dog should be warping to Castle Keep, so I think Dinner Dog is still ahead by a little bit here. Depending on Scrimps' movement, he's going to need to stop bonking. Like, he needs to go Mach 10 to get to Silver Ring, but he doesn't have a lot of MP. Says fuck it, he's going to keep going with less than half MP. Iron Shield should help Scrimps catch up, but it just depends on where in the second castle these relics are found. Dinner Dog doesn't have to wait for the clock to move. Imagine if the clock statue wasn't always open in Randomizer, and Dinner Dog just randomly had to wait a minute right there. Imagine how dumb that would be for a tournament scenario. Remember back when that was a thing? Aren't we glad that that's not a thing anymore? Thank God. Look at that Iron Shield for iframes. You'll love to see it. This is close. Yeah, like I said, Scrimps is getting the Vlad. Dinner Dog is warping. Scrimps will have to fight Hippogriff, but he has Iron Shield. So it shouldn't be too bad as long as he doesn't waste all of his MP here. And he's not. Does he know the trick? Oh, he doesn't know the trick. Imagine grinding to pay for shop check. Well, see, you don't understand. There's a lot of counterplay that's involved where you could also... yeah, Scrimps didn't manage his MP well, and now he's not getting to use the Iron Shield here, and he's losing out on a lot of damage. Actually, his damage is still pretty good. Oh, Dinner Dog messes up the Soul Seal and gets a Hellfire. This is close. Let's keep track of when Dinner Dog enters the second castle, because Scrimps isn't that far behind. Crazy that these routes split off this intensely this early on, and they're almost even. We got 37-14. But Dinner Dog don't got no Iron Shield. Luck Potion found. Looks like Scrimps is probably about a minute behind. And I don't know if there's probably enough boss fights to make up a minute. Oh, unless he's doing it. He's doing the left side. He feels behind. Left side, left side, left side, left side. I love the fact that everybody's doing left side now. Hell yeah. What did we say? It was 37-14? 38-15? Literally 1 minute behind. What is Dinner Dog using? Was he punching him? What the heck? Dinner Dog, you didn't check the... You didn't check the relic. Dinner Dog, you didn't check the relic. He just left. He doesn't know how to do left side. He's choking. Scrimps is going left side too. Oh my God. Where are you going, Scrimps? What? They're both choking because they're both upset because they both thought that they lost the seed already. This is what it looks like when both players think they're behind. Oh, you have to crouch. Scrimps, you got to crouch. You got to play glitchless one time. Okay, it's fine. If there's a Vlad here at Darkwing Bat, it's literally Jover. Unless Scrimps also skips it, which would be funny. It's not a Vlad! Dinner Dog's alive! Holy shit. Never punished. Dinner Dog simply knew that the extra 2 seconds it would take to check that relic wouldn't be worth it because he's not about checking Darkwing Bat. He's trying to go to Creature. He knows Creature's where the sauce is at. So Darkwing Bat is just a step in the complexity of the chains of time, the chains of memories, Kingdom Hearts, 420 days over 69. We're all lost in the sauce right now. What is Dinner Dog using? He's punching bosses! Brother, it's the second castle! I mean, the fist weapons are good, so it's not that bad, but like... There was an iron shield! There's Leap Zone! Holy I can't believe this shit. If I see somebody skip Iron Shield again in this tournament, I'm gonna shit my pants. This is just race number 1. Don't give Swarm any ideas. Swarm, don't throw just to make me shit my pants, please. Uh-oh. Scrimp's dropping some movement here. He has a minute that he's going to need to catch up. And honestly, Dinner Dog's movement's looking real clean. Cross strats coming out from Scrimps. Using the cross sub weapon does about as much damage as a singular Buffalo Star, fun fact. Literally no one runs glitchless around here. Do a glitchless speedrun one time. It would help you so much. Please, people. It's one of the reasons why glitchless is such a good... Like, Iron Shield... If you learn the glitchless boss fights, at the very least learn the boss fights. Because you'll learn how to just melt these second castle bosses in like a single spell cast. You know what I mean? Only any percent Chads here. I guess. A mace! No way you are putting a mace on right now, Dinner Dog. Oh, it's to break this open. Okay, thank God. I thought he was using a mace to go fight Doppelganger. I was about to scream. Y'all need to do literally one glitchless speedrun. You'll get so much better. So much better at the game. Especially if you're already doing 80% runs, do a glitchless run at least once. Okay. Eye of Vlad has been found. It's always Force of Echo. We all know this. Honestly, Dinner Dog's movement is just, I think, is slightly better right now. But he's gonna die! Ooh. That was close. Does he go to the save room like a baby? No, he doesn't. He ain't no baby. Okay. Yeah, punch him in the face. Is it enough to kill? That is enough. And an MP refill glitch. What a lucky piece of shit. Dude, wow. I can't believe Dinner Dog is literally cheating in my tournament. I can't believe it. If this is the other Vlad relic, it's literally Jover, I feel like. Unless the final boss. It's not, though. Scrimps could still catch up, but he doesn't have the stopwatch. So his fight's going to be a lot slower. Uh-oh. What does he plan on doing for Galamoth? Skip him? Hear me out. I think left side with a Galamoth skip? Come on. Uh-oh, Scrimps drops the motherfucking infinite. Light punch. Scrimps was talking about it yesterday. I think it's not a bad idea. Density-wise, I think it's pretty good, especially depending on the weapon that you have. Because the second castle is all about density. You want to do as many checks as quickly as possible. Is that a motherfucking Medusa shield? If Dinner Dog goes to fight, the Medusa shield actually behaved. Nice. If he goes to fight Galamoth and uses Medusa shield, it's so Jover. Iron Shield would have done that, and I think it costs less MP, right? Iron Shield only costs like 30 magic. It's not at death. What does Dinner Dog do here? If he goes to Galamoth and fights with the freaking Medusa shield, it's so Jover for him. Scrimps' movement is still just ever so slightly like not as clean as Dinner Dog's. Dinner Dog's movement's been insanely clean. Not very happy with his weapon choice, but his movement, very, very nice. And Scrimps' movement's good too. It's just like, there's just ever so slightly like small things that bringing up small hiccups. Oh, Dinner Dog's doing it. He's skipping Galamoth. No way they both choose to skip Galamoth, right? Oh, you gotta know you can't. He did the reverse. Yeah, play glitchless one time, guys. Straight up, just play glitchless one time. He mostly did the strat correctly, which is fine, but it could have been slightly faster. All right, now it comes down to what does Scrimps decide to do? Because he's still about a minute behind. Like, he should have saved time. Fire Shield since when? Huh? Was that a drop from a tombstone? Lucky luck, mother. Oh, that's so much damage. That crit did like 300 damage on its own. Yeah, Scrimps is just not moving nearly as clean, and there it is. Wow. Dinner Dog with the biggest of brains, and skipping Galamoth ends up being the correct play. It's actually Jover, yeah. Wow, GG's. What an insanely good race, though. Honestly, we saw some really interesting routing ideas from both of these players. And the fact that they both chose to skip Merman Statue is what made this so competitive, to be honest. All it would have taken was for one of them to not skip Merman, and I think that person would have won by a lot. Dinner Dog, maybe you don't have enough MP for this, and also you have a stopwatch. Maybe you should use your stopwatch. Nope, he's better than me. All right, that's fine. Whew. I mean, he wasn't necessarily at risk of dying necessarily, but his MP's really low right now. If he still has the Ares on, he needs to be careful. Yeah, Scrimps with no Galamoth skip. Okay, he doesn't have the Ares on, so he's not taking as much damage, but his MP is very low. Just go fight Trio, dude. Just go fight Trio. Fuck it. Go fight Trio. Nah, that was the correct play, to use the mist to get around them. It'd be funny if you went to go fight Trio, though. It's bad because when we talked yesterday, I told him that Dinner Dog would never do left side, so going Galamoth was the play. Damn. You literally lied to Scrimps, and that cost him the tournament. How dare you? Or at least this match. It's only race number 1. We still have at least one more race after this, guys. So don't feel too bad if you bet on Scrimps. There's a chance that he makes the comeback in race number 2. Yo, Rom, thank you for the good luck. I'm not the one in the tournament, but I'll take the good luck regardless. Appreciate it. It was great seeing you for Speedrun Coliseum. But yeah, we got race number 1 pretty much finishing up here. Good luck to Dinner Dog then. Good name. Yeah, Dinner Dog's gonna be winning here, it seems like. Good luck on not losing their streams. That's fair. Yeah, it's the meme with the guy holding the gun crying. Because it's like, how do you pick between these two? They're both amazing. I mean, at this point, yeah, Medusa Shield is going to be better than Iron Shield, I think, because you don't have to cast it as many times. I can't believe Dinner Dog got away with not... Wait, he's not going to have enough... No, he should have enough MP for one Medusa Shield spell. He should not use Fire Shield. Who are the other finalists? That match is already finished. That was Swarm versus Fire. So Swarm is now waiting on in the finals, top 2, guaranteed. And this is going to determine the other person in the finals of top 2. Did he put on Medusa Shield? I hope he did. 100 damage per swing, Medusa Shield. Yep, there it is. Okay, whoa. Dinner Dog, you're winning. Calm down. There it is. Jeez, he almost died there. Wow. GG's to Dinner Dog. That's race number 1. Congratulations. Not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and let him know what's going on. Let's let these guys set up for race number 2, and we will be right back in 1 second if you're watching this on YouTube. All right, we are back, everybody, with race number 2, Scrimps versus Dinner Dog. This time, the counter pick from Scrimps is going to be the Nimble preset. We're going to be seeing these players start with the Soul of Bat, the Mana Prisms, Buffalo Stars, Duplicator, Gravity Boots, Leapstone. So a lot of very powerful movement options and combat options from the very start. Very reminiscent of like a any percent plus some extra movement options. With still room to grow. Like these players will still need to find like Form of Mist or like the Holy Glasses, Jewel of Open, Merman Statue, stuff like that. Minimum complexity is 6, so these players are going to be looking for 6 separate progression relics in order before they get to the end of the complexity chain here. So it'll be interesting to see how these players will opt to route the Nimble preset. Most people opt to go for a pretty normal, basic game plan of counterclockwise route around the castle, where you go through castle entrance. Once you get to the clock room, you go up through Olrox's quarters, check the Coliseum, do the Olrox checks, then go to Castle Keep, and then like go around that way. I imagine both players are going to be opting for that route, unless maybe an early Jewel of Open is found. That's very possible. I have seen people choose not to go that route when Jewel of Open is in play, and instead they go to the caverns early. So let's go ahead and see how they go. We got Dinner Dog here on the right side. Finds the Holy J, but skips it. I guess you do have infinite Mana Prisms and Bat movement, so it's not like a terrible idea to skip it, I guess. Oops. Let's go ahead and boost that audio a little bit on Dinner Dog's side. And we see a beautiful death skip. A little low, but honestly nothing to be scared of, I guess. And another Wing Smash death skip from Scrimps. Nice. They both make it through just fine. And that's what I'm saying. Jewel of Open start. Are we going to see the Forbidden Route into Caverns? We saw in the race with Fire. Fire opted to do the Forbidden Route instead of going through Alchemy Lab, skipping a few checks. And Dinner Dog is opting to do that route as well. And Dinner Dog is up a race too. So maybe he feels confident that this is a smart play. He might be going for the finishing blow right here. We saw Fire do this route, and it ended up working out really, really well. He could always decide to come back here later as well if he feels like he's missing too many Vlad relics or whatever. So if Scrimps finds a Vlad relic here, this is going to get complicated. Ooh, he doesn't. He has one more chance to find a random Vlad or maybe a progression item. It's very unlikely that it's a progression item, though. Did Dinner Dog really check that location? I guess he did, but I didn't get to see if there was a ring on the ledge or not. It was nothing? Yeah, but if there's a progression item, it'll spawn, like, on that ledge up in the top left. I didn't get to see that part, personally. We'll probably see Scrimps do that check in a second here, so. Well, there's a random Vlad. And, oh, no random Vlads for Scrimps, which means Dinerdog goes completely unpunished for this routing decision. He just needs to commit to this route and not actually go to, back to Castle Entrance and Alchemy Lab. However, because he has Jewel of Open, he's choosing to skip going to Alrox's quarters, so he's not going to have the Alrox warp, which means if he wants to do the Alrox checks, he's probably going to do Castle Entrance and do those checks anyways later. Interesting. And Scrimps is skipping Spirit Orb, just like he did with the, Oh. If Caverns had one more warp, it'd be a lot more appealing early. Yeah, that is true. Caverns is just like a rough spot to get stuck in. There's like no way out that's convenient without using like the Mines warp. Or if you have a library card, that's where most players opt to use their library card, is at the end of the Caverns into Mines and then into Catacombs. At the end of the Catacombs, that's usually when they decide to use their library card, but... Interesting. They both are basically taking the same route, but in reverse. Because I'm fairly certain at some point Dinerdog is going to need to go to Alrox's quarters. And what Dinerdog is going to do, most likely, when he goes through Alrox's quarters, is he's going to check the Alchemy Lab checks, which happens to be nothing. Scrimps, on the other hand, already did the Alchemy Lab checks, but decided to skip Spirit Orb. And when Scrimps decides to finally go back to Alrox's quarters, he's probably going to go through Forbidden Route, check Spirit Orb, and then go to the Coliseum and whatnot. So, like, they're basically taking the same route, but, like, at the different times from one another, which is so weird. Meanwhile, that does mean that for now, Dinerdog has a small lead that probably isn't a real lead, but from his perspective, we are going to see which relics happen for... Dinerdog didn't find that Varda. I mean... The Varda won't matter that much in this preset because they already have, like, throwing stars, which are very powerful. But Varda's pretty good. It's still really good. Like, Dracula is going to die significantly faster. Well, he's going to die, like, a second or two faster. Which is big. It could come down to that because the race is already close. It might not look that close, but realistically, if you take both of the routes into account, it's pretty darn close. You're intimidated about learning the movement? The movement's the easy part. Let me point that out right now. When it comes to playing the randomizer, the movement is the easy part. Routing on the fly and understanding your routing complexity and understanding the in-game logic, like what are the best plays to make, that's the hard part about randomizer, in my opinion. If you plan on racing it, that is. The movement's the easy part. The movement never changes. You learn the movement, then you're good. You never have to learn new movement, really. It's the random part's the hard part. And honestly, the movement in this game, it looks intimidating. It's genuinely not that bad. If you could see, like, all these players moving very fluidly all the time, constantly chaining wing smashes, these are players that started learning the game like a year or two ago, 2 years ago maybe? I don't know, something like that. Everybody's new compared to me, I guess. Most everybody's new compared to me. Everyone's a young whippersnapper. Now here's the question, will Scrimps opt to skip Merman again, considering it screwed him over last seed? Dinerdog didn't skip Merman. And Scrimps isn't skipping Merman either. I think they both learned their lesson that skipping Merman can really fucking suck sometimes. And when you have infinite mana prisms and bat and gravity boots, this check's pretty fast. It's like, what, 30 seconds? Maybe like 45 seconds at the most. So it makes sense. I think it's worth checking in this preset. Especially because they haven't found the progression item that's locked behind Jewel of Open yet. Maybe they did behind Spikebreaker, and maybe there's Layer 0 Mist somewhere in the castle. And then the next progression location is supposed to be at Silver Ring, but we'll see. All right. Yeah, Glitchless is good. I think Glitchless is probably the preset that could get you prepared for Randomizer the most. But in general, I think Glitchless is probably slightly harder than most Randomizer seeds, but that's just me. Ooh, Dinner Dog. Messing up the setup, kind of. But he finds the backup. Yeah, he finds the correct position, flies up. Downward Wing Smash. Messes up the Downward Wing Smash input. He does have a high potion and an elixir. Opts to use the elixir. He is fine. He's not going to die. That should be fine. Uh-oh. He's dropping his Wing Smash inputs. This is giving Scrimps a chance to catch up here. That works. Fly up a little bit. Wing Smash down a little bit. He's dropping the downward Wing Smashes. He's not high enough for that Wing Smash to work. Did his controller break? Third time's the charm. Oh, he's just using invincibility. Figures it out. Oh my god, that was so stressful. He had Spikebreaker the whole time. I love Randomizer Brain. I forgot he had Spikebreaker. And that's Holy Glasses. Okay. Rando Brain Autopilot. Yep. I mean, you don't spend your time learning these skips, like going through the Spike Room blind, just to put on the Spikebreaker and give up. The Spikebreaker takes like 2 seconds to equip. Come on now. It's obviously faster to do the skip. You just, have to do the skip the right way the first time. That's an interesting way to check all those items using those dive kicks. Neither of them have a library card, correct? Very confused. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine, actually. Dinner Dog finally getting up to Grand Floon right now. Scrimps slightly ahead on that front. Finds nothing. Scrimps is going to go find the Holy Glasses here in just a second. Okay, nice backup from Scrimps here. I mean, from Scrimps' perspective here, he's not, like, in a bad spot. I think all that stuff that happened with Dinner Dog might have actually hurt him. He might be slightly behind now because Scrimps has less checks to do in general. And he's going to be going through the Forbidden Route here as soon as he's done with this is my guess. Uh-oh. Scrimps, what are you doing? Never. They both forgot that they have fucking Spikebreaker. No way, dude. No way! The Rando Brain is so powerful. It's so powerful. It's literally on their trackers. This isn't. Those trackers are not mine. I'm pulling them from their streams. He still had a better time than Dinner Dog did, though. Yeah, much smoother recovery for sure. It's funny because I forget that I have Spikebreaker all the time when I go through this room. I always go for the blind bat strat, so I don't blame these competitors at all. I do it all the time too. Yeah, maybe it's Game 2 nerves finally catching up to these players. They realize that this could be for everything. Dinner Dog might feel nervous having skipped those Alchemy Lab checks. He is going to go through Alchemy Lab right now, like I said. Scrimps is probably going to be doing a similar route, but he will be going through the Forbidden Route. So now it's just going to come down to who has the cleaner movement in this next section. I think Scrimps has a quicker section. Forbidden Route's faster to get to Allrox's quarters, where Dinner Dog has a small lead, though. Or not. Wow, he's committing. Never mind, Dinner Dog just fucking is ahead now. Wow, really? In this scenario, you don't check it. Huh. I mean, sure. I don't think this is necessarily the wrong play. As we know, there's nothing in there. But, like, wow. I really thought he would second guess himself and go do Alchemy Lab, but no. Skipping Alchemy Lab twice. The double Forbidden Route. Because Scrim's doing the Forbidden Route, that makes sense. He hasn't done Spirit Orb yet. And he's doing all the checks in a pretty efficient way, honestly. But, yeah, that's interesting. I'd be looking to trim time wherever if I had that kind of spike room too. That is true. Maybe Dinner Dog said my spike room was so bad that, like, I already committed to skipping those relics the first time. I'm just going to continue to commit to skipping them. And they did the math in the Discord. It was like, what, 80-something% of the time, there's nothing there anyways. And yeah, Scrimps also finds that there is nothing there. Okay. So, like, it's not even a bad play. You're giving yourself, like, more than 80% that you aren't missing anything. Like, those are good odds to save. I think it's, like, over a minute. An 80% chance to save over a minute at the very beginning of the game, especially in a preset like Nimble, where it can go by very fast. A whole minute is a lot of time save. Yeah, 80% of the time, it works every time, exactly. Yeah, no, Dinner Dog is playing this incredibly well. He also is up a game, so, you know, if you're giving yourself an 80% chance to save a minute while you already have a game that you've already won, that's just good tournament strategy right there. Right? Because if you lose the gamble on the 20%, less than 20% chance that there is a Vlad relic somewhere in the Alchemy Lab, you already are up a game, right? I think it's just a good value play. Especially because, like, you know, or at least you can assume that the person who's down a game likely doesn't want to gamble that hard, right? Because it would feel bad to lose game one and then gamble your way out of losing game two by just skipping the relic that you needed. So I think from a mental standpoint, it feels worse to skip a bunch of stuff when you're already down a game. Unless you're like, fuck it, I'm already losing. This is my only way to get back into it. Then things get a little scary, but... regardless, Dinner Dog with some insane foresight with this type of game plan, and it's paying off. Maybe he also feels more confident after finding the two random Vlads, that the odds of another random Vlad being in the Alchemy Lab is even lower. Who knows? Regardless, Dinner Dog having a very strong showing this entire tournament. Has he lost a game yet in this tournament? I don't think so, right? All of his matches have been 2-0s? Yeah, so far he's won every match 2-0 in the bracket so far. Is he going to continue that trend? Wait, there's another Varda? I missed it. Oh, no, there's another Vlad relic. I read Vlad as Varda for some reason. What the heck? That's crazy. Yeah, another Vlad relic at sword card. This could be like a 25-minute seed for all we know. And this is in Logic. This silver ring is now in Logic. So my guess is this is probably nothing, though, right? Oh, no, it's Echo. Yeah, because they found glasses at Spikebreaker, right? So the current complexity chain is layer 0. So the first relic was Jewel of Open and Mist, actually, on the same layer. Into Spikebreaker into Echo, into Glasses. So they have 2 more layers left, which is going to be Merman Statue or Rings into Final Vlad. So now it's a 50-50 that either Merman Statue is the correct progression item that they need, or the Gold Ring and Silver Ring are the correct progression item. Or it's a 7 complexity and they need both, which is a possibility. It's unlikely, but it is a possibility. Wow. Very, very interesting. Yes, Dinner Dog is the person who has the massive playlist of randomizer tutorial stuff, explaining very simple concepts all the way up to really high-level stuff. Yo, Mornblade drop. Nice. Dinner Dog did miss the Maria skip, and so did Scrimps. They both missed the you wing smash through that life max up, and you fly past Maria and don't have to watch that cutscene. Medusa Shield! Actually, that makes sense, because you don't have a stopwatch for Doppelganger 40, so Medusa Shield is actually worth picking up here for sure. Because then you could stone Doppelganger and then throw Buffalo Stars. Uh-oh, Dinner Dog. Getting hit by the imp, or sorry, the imps, the flea riders. Oh, makes it through. There's Gold Ring. So in the second castle, it is either Merman Statue is the correct relic that they need, or the correct item that they need. Silver Ring is the correct item that they need, or it's both, kind of. And it's a 7 complexity seed. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I do believe neither of them have a library card so far. Oh, Scrimps with that wing smash. So clean. Hold on. Scrimps' movement, he might actually be catching up here. If we see another left side gamble, then that would also possibly throw things out of whack. Right now, we're missing 1 random Vlad and 1 complexity Vlad. It could be both. Wait. Okay, it could be there's a missing random Vlad. They're both going second castle early, too, with no library card. Interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense because in your mind, most likely you're going to find something in the... No, you absolutely have to find something in the second castle and then come back to the first castle for the final Vlad relic. So it's not a bad idea, but like... Okay, Dinner Dog is probably not doing left side if he's going to do Darkwing Bat first. Dude, this race is crazy. It's going to be close. Yeah, skipping the library checks is wild. It's just that it's not a high priority right now because these players both know that the second castle has to have the next progression item. It's possible that it has both, by the way, because they're on layer 4 right now. Sorry. They're on layer 4 right now. Whatever they find in the second castle will bring them to layer 5, and then whatever's behind that will be layer 6. And it's 6 minimum in order to be complete with the seed. That's how the complexity chain works. So it's very possible that both Silver Ring and Merman Statue are both here in the second castle, and they both independently lead to Vlad relics. That is possible. It could be a shared complexity final Vlad via a split like fork. That has happened in this tournament before. Dinner Dog throwing a little bit of the jizz hand on the ground. What's Scrimps doing? Is he just doing the item checks? Yeah, he's looking for a library card. Those 3 item checks are usually done by people who are desperately looking for a library card because those items are guaranteed to be single-use items based off of the logic of the randomizer. So they're higher percentage chance to be a library card because of that. But Scrimps doesn't find one. And meanwhile, Dinner Dog is just ahead by a lot. Yeah, and they're both committing to right side here. Strange how they both ended up doing very similar routes for both races. Very, very interesting. Oh! Dinner Dog's going to check that on the way out. It's a 50-50. It could be a it could be a library card, or it could be a meal ticket. Aquadon standing in the jizz a little bit, getting beat up by stars. It's taking him a hot minute to hurry up and die already. Nothing is found yet. So far, left side looking kind of nice. It's a library card, though. That's huge. They're both going to find that library card. So that, like, cleans up the route problems that they had for getting back to the first castle. This makes early second castle 100% worth it. Finding that one library card makes this route worth it, for sure. Still pretty close, but Dinner Dog's lead is looking real nice, not gonna lie. Scrimps definitely saw that could be a library card. And again, is gonna check it on the way out. It's gonna come down to where they go from here. Are we gonna see maybe a creature skip? Are we going to see maybe a Beelzebub skip? It's going to be interesting. Magic Missile? Dinner Dog bringing out the magic missiles for trio. All right, let them cook. Okay, those magic missiles are taking a hot minute, but they're doing damage. Y'all ever see a magic missile used in a randomizer before? They technically did damage. So you know what? And nothing there. Uh-oh, that's a lot of damage. That is still a win con for Scrimps, actually. Dinner Dog could just fucking die. They are still wearing the duplicator, which means their defense is particularly low, probably still 0, to be honest. Left side is looking good right now. Neither players did left side, however, so it doesn't freaking matter. No lag list from Dinner Dog. Gets most of the way there without too much lag, though. Not bad. Oh, yeah, Scrimps is wearing the Varda, so, yeah, Scrimps' defense is going to be a lot better, and his offense is going to be better. Yeah, just wing smash from here, Dinner Dog. Yep, there you go. Still, like I said, the Varda, it's nice, but it doesn't matter that much. Dinner Dog is still, like, clearing these bosses very easily. Well, there's a random Vlad. So now we know for sure the final Vlad is in one of two locations. It's either at Holy Glasses or it's at Merman Statue. Sorry, Holy Symbol, which is locked behind Merman Statue. I get it mixed up all the time. I apologize. I'm part of the problem. It's a 50-50. However, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a true 50-50 because it either means that both Silver Ring and Merman Statue are here in the second castle, or one of them's here in the second castle and then the other one is just somewhere else randomly. Or one of them's in the second castle, and then it leads to the other one, and we're on complexity layer 7. Regardless, most of the time, I think the correct play is to, as soon as you find one of them, probably immediately warp back with a library card. Because odds are it is the correct play. Because that means you're living in the universe where either that is the correct relic right then and there, or that it leads to the next progression item that leads to the relic. So it covers like 2 out of 3 possible options. I don't think that's exactly how statistics works, but in my mind, that makes sense. Also, Dinner Dog is skipping creature, which again makes sense when you're only missing one random Vlad, but you are missing 2 potential random relics, but only one of them actually matters. It's interesting. I don't think this is necessarily a terrible play, but it could bite him in the ass. We don't know yet. We have seen people lose races because of skipping creature. In this tournament, it's happened like twice or 3 times already. Uh-oh. Dinner Dog gets poisoned. He's going to have to be careful. If he gets wing smashed by... okay, he's fine. But if Doppelganger hit him with a wing smash, I think he instantly dies there. Oh! Scrimps almost got Kamehameha'd by the cock laser of the skeletons. Scrimps is going to creature, though. Does it all come down to this? It's looking likely that it's all going to come down to this. So we're looking at a 1 in 5? Because there's only 5. Well, actually, from our perspective, it's a 1 in 4. Because there's only 4 remaining relics from our perspective that we haven't seen in the second castle. And one of them has to be a progression item of some kind. All right. Oh, 1 in 3. 33%. Oh, you know, it is what it is. Thanks for playing. Make sure to tip your waitress. You know. Jeez, that's a rough one. Dinner Dog did a save split here. That's pretty fair. Because you still have creature available and you're missing exactly 1 thing. Possibly 2, but most likely 1. So I think the last win con, which I doubt will happen, is Dinner Dog needs to find Silver Ring or Merman Statue, whatever, here at death. Meanwhile, the other correct progression item has to be a Galamoth, and Scrimps needs to not immediately warp back. Because Dinner Dog, in my mind, is immediately warping back if he finds something here. Yeah, Dinner Dog library cards if he finds something here. He finds nothing. Literally, there's no... Like, Scrimps has nothing except for Dinner Dog dying to Galamoth. Dinner Dog could mess up the Infinite and die to Galamoth. I think that's Scrimps' last chance to maybe still be in this. We have seen a lot of people not know how to set up that Infinite properly. And Dinner Dog doesn't have Power of Mist. So if he gets the ball attack, he won't be able to easily dodge it with Power of Mist. He'll have to time his Mist Bats. Yes, I would say that he missed it. He missed the chance to get Power of Mist. For reading your stupid pun, you owe me a sub. That's not legally binding. You don't actually owe me a sub. But maybe if you want to maybe help us get towards that partner plus, you know, it's always an option. Oh, that's the right setup. Dinner Dog knows. Of course Dinner Dog knows. Oh, and he's using the magic missile. Galamoth getting blasted in the face right now by stars and magical arrows. Couldn't the last complexity link also be locked behind in library? No, that is not possible. Because of where they found holy glasses, it is not possible. There needs to be a progression item somewhere in the second castle, and they haven't found any yet, which means Galamoth has to be something. So it's either going to be Merman or Silver Ring. Yep. Now, however, Dinner Dog does know that he gets to skip everything in the second castle. Doesn't need to check anything. He's going to go straight to Holy Glasses. And now it's either Holy Glasses has the final Vlad Relic, or the final Vlad Relic is actually at Holy Symbol, and Merman Statue is at Holy Glasses. Right now, I don't see a world where Dinner Dog drops this, but he still has to finish. So it's going to be very, very, very unlikely. But Dinner Dog did have the 60% over advantage, so it's not possible for Library to have anything, no. At least from their perspective, they know Library can't have anything. Because they're only missing one Vlad Relic, which means the final Vlad Relic that they're missing has to be at the maximum, or to be as precise as possible. The reason that they know that the Library doesn't have anything is because they haven't found the highest complexity Vlad Relic yet. They know that the complexity minimum for Nimble is 6. And they could do the complexity count up to the point where they know that that they haven't hit the 6th layer yet. And everything that's in the library is not on the 6th layer. The only thing that is on the 6th layer right now is Holy Glasses. So Holy Glasses has to lead to either the Vlad Relic or it has to lead to Merman Statue, then that leads to the Vlad Relic, which means this was actually a 7 complexity seed, but 6 is the minimum. So no matter what, Dinner Dog is making the correct play by going to this location, because either this is guaranteed to be the last Vlad Relic or lead directly to the last Vlad Relic. Yeah, as soon as complexity was added to the randomizer in Season 2, making plays like this became possible, where you got to directly count how many progression chains you've gone up, compare that to what the minimum for that preset is, and then you can start, through process of elimination, find where the final Vlad Relic has to be. And there it is, final Vlad Relic. Another library card being used. Dinner Dog is quite a ways ahead at this point. Yeah, probably a few minutes at this point. That comes down to skipping Alchemy Lab and skipping Creature. Pretty ballsy, if I do say so myself. Like, those are some ballsy decisions, but I mean, when you're in the potential to get to the finals of this tournament, I understand bringing out all the stops. He did have a game to play with, so yes. Now we know that Statue is probably it actually has to be in the library because they've checked everything else. But it just led to nothing. It was just a junk relic at the end of Statue. But from our perspective, we didn't... Oh, there it is. We found Merman Statue as an outer wall. But we now know that it led to nothing. Ooh, Scrimps is probably moving a little nervous right now. He's going this way to warp? That's slower, right? Warping to Allrocks is slower than just going through the bottom route to get to Merman. I'm like 99% sure. Yeah, that's like a last... I mean, he was already losing the race, but that was another like last minute blunder, unfortunately. I don't think Dinner Dog is going to die here. Like, he has the damage to one cycle Dracula. And he did take one hit in that last race, but I doubt he's going to take a hit here. Now, Dinner Dog was in the top 3 of the last tournament, behind myself and Jupiter. Jupiter obviously got upset and was on the other side of the bracket from Dinner Dog, so they never met in the tournament. So all of the people who have defeated Dinner Dog in the past tournaments are no longer in this tournament. So this could be Dinner Dog's chance to finally take home a tournament for himself, which would be a huge storyline. We also obviously have Swarm on the other end, who this is their first tournament, first time competing in a randomizer tournament, and is in finals. Goes to show that actually speedrunning the game makes you pretty good at the game. No offense to everybody who plays randomizer all day. Playing randomizer makes you good at randomizer too. but actually speedrunning the game might give you an advantage. Perhaps. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe more people should try speedrunning the game. That's just me. So many transferable skills, yeah. Fun fact, Swarm also the only other person confirmed to have done a sub 7 clock rush. I'm pretty sure. I don't think anybody else has done one. So dude, Dinner Dog's pre-match video versus the Swarm is gonna go crazy. Yeah, get ready for the YouTube short of Dinner Dog talking trash. Is he using solo Buffalo Star? It's not terrible, but it's not amazing. He'll still, with the magic missiles, he should be able to one-cycle Dracula. I'll make sure to include the pre-match trash talk videos in the finals tournament match for YouTube. Speaking of, if you're watching on YouTube, Dragon Blitz Daily, subscribe. We're almost at 10,000 subs. It would help me out a lot. I would greatly appreciate it if you would please subscribe to the channel. And also check out the live stream, twitch.tv/DragonBlitz, where you can watch these races live, root for your favorite players, and gamble your channel points on who ends up winning. Dinner Dog, why are you not using the magic missile? I don't think you one cycle with solo Buffalo Star with no other buffs, right? Yeah, you don't one cycle. You had the magic missile for Galamoth, but not for Dracula? That could have been the difference maker. But unfortunately, Scrimps didn't do as many skips as Dinner Dog. And there it is, sub 40. Dinner Dog with the 2-0, back to back to back. Can anyone stop this man? Can anyone stop him? He keeps winning. Congratulations to Dinner Dog for yet another fantastic win. You love to see it if you're a Dinner Dog fan. Winning 2-0. GG's to Scrimps. Honestly, not that far off. Showed a lot of promise, and like it really came down to a handful of small decisions that ended up giving Dinner Dog the edge in game 1, and then again in game 2. Oh, it looks like they're hopping in the Discord, talking it out. GG's to both of them. I hope you enjoyed the top 4 matches so far, everybody. Top 2 is going to be happening soon. We have to start organizing for it, and I'll announce when that's happening as soon as possible. Thank you again if you're watching on YouTube. Have a good one. Bye-bye.